Hey everyone, I wanted to show you what I'm doing to work out here during the quarantine. I'm in Bali, so I wanted to show you what I'm doing while I'm kind of stuck in the house and isolated here. It might help you out, might not. The last couple of weeks I've been doing some pretty cool muscle building exercises that I think might help you out. And I'm not a fitness instructor, but I've been a sports therapist for over 20 years, and so I know kind of how the muscles work. And for example, with pectoralis major, I'm going to show you two components with it. For the pectoralis major, we got the clavicular head and the sternal head. So we have two major fiber groups all connecting into the same insertion point. So you have the clavicular head going into the bicipital groove right in here, and you have the sternal head going right into the bicipital groove as well. I'm going to show you an exercise that isolates the upper head and an exercise that isolates the lower head. Furthermore, I'm going to show triceps, biceps, trapezius muscles, and rhomboids. I also do lats, which is just finding a bar and doing pull-ups. I also do sit-ups, which you can find plenty of exercises online to help you out in that way. With upper back and biceps, I have this towel right here. I've created a knot at the very top of the towel. I'm gonna throw it over a door, shut the door, and this is gonna hold me while I do the bicep and upper back exercises. You're gonna see what I mean. Follow me. In Bali it's hot, so I've got this smiley sweat face on me. Anyway, thank you, Lily. For push-ups, I do this modified pose or a modified hand placement when I do the push-up. This is for sternal head, the lower portion of the fibers of your pectoralis major. So when I do the push-up, I have this triangle shape or this diamond shape, depending on how you want to place your hands. But when I do the push-up, I keep my elbows tucked in. I do not flare them out, I keep them tucked in. So watch. For the clavicular head of the pectoralis major, I also have my hands about this far apart, and again with the modified triangle pose or modified diamond pose. However, for the upper head, I change the placement of my feet. I keep it up higher and on a chair, and I come down. Elbows in. For biceps and upper back, I use this towel. Like I said before, create a knot at the very top, and I throw it over this door. Find a door anywhere in your house. All we've got is this door here. And I throw it over, and this is loud. I make sure it's stable. Here is the upper back exercise. This gets rhomboids, this gets trapezius muscles, also it gets biceps. So you want to also keep your elbows in, you place your feet close to the door, and you lean back as far as you can. You come up all the way where your hands meet your chest, come back down, and you keep going. And with all these exercises, you want to go to muscle exhaustion to about 2 to 3 reps before you feel like you're going to quit. At least I do. That's what I do. So up and down. Now with bicep, it's a little bit different. It's one arm. You might be able to do 2 arm, but I do 1 arm biceps. Again, I have my feet close to the door, and I come up. Arm behind my back, and I come up. And I go to exhaustion. But what I also do with all of these sets is I hold at the very end. I hold for at least 5 to 10 seconds, and then relax. Yeah. So with triceps, I just do dips, and that's kind of all I got here. I mean, I can do some other triceps with the towel. You can go like this, and lean forward and go like that. But I do dips, it's a lot easier. So dips are very simple. Find solid surface, and down. And you also go until your muscles are fatigued, about 2 to 3 reps before you feel like you're gonna quit, before you feel like your muscles can't take it anymore. And at the very end, before you get to that 2 or 3, I am again holding for 5 to 10 seconds at the end of each rep, at the end of each set. So again, at the very end of each set, I'm holding for 5 to 10 seconds. And with the tricep dips, you want to keep your butt close to that surface that you're using. And so anyway, those are just a few tips on what I do to exercise here during quarantine isolation. I hope you enjoyed it.